Hello there, everyone. This is Neko Knight here, getting ready to play The Infected. And today is an episode of Household Chores. I know most of you will left by now, but still, if you enjoy listening to me, I hope you follow along and then just listen or watch what I do, because I do like to give suggestions and other ideas. Anyways, as you can see here, when I first logged in, this is the site I was greeted with. Trees everywhere, all over in my base. This is kind of why I said it was household chores for this episode. Now, as as we go on, I'll show tips, tricks, helpful hints, and other stuff, and all that fun things. I kind of did. I had a plan for something, but this kind of screwed this all up. So I'm kind of stumbling along and all that. But anyways, let's just start getting this all cleaned up. Ooh, look at that tree spin. Oh, it finally got free. Now, some of you might be wondering how I'm chopping the tree fast. If you rebind your shield to this key here, you can basically swing block, swing block, swing block, and you can speed chop. Also, I just noticed something with these trees. There's something wrong. If you look closely at this, there's dual tree graphics here for some reason. Look at that. There's one right there and one right there. Even though it's one tree, the tree graphics here are split. Like even with this one, there's like two tree graphics overlapped here for some weird reason. I've never noticed that. That is some trippy tree physics here. I mean, the branches really give it away. Wow. Anyways, we have quite a bit of work to do around this place. Some of it is just simply cleaning this up. I'm sure Mike will clean this up, I think. Maybe. Woo. Alright, well, that's some impressive tree physics. I've got some lot of cleaning and clearing I've got to do. Thankfully, I can just speed chop all of this, so I can clean out this. I also have to go through my roads and clean that all out. I've got to start working on defenses. That was going to be my this episode, where I was going to plan out defenses, and I was going to also start getting a bunch of other things set up. I was going to start moving all the objects down into here, all that fun stuff. I had quite a bit of things planned out, but anyways, depending on how quickly this goes, it's a nice update. And I like that the trees can appear in this. If I built a base that was designed to be built around trees like this, that would be amazing. But I didn't do that, so I kind of have to get rid of all of this. I'm not even sure why or where these all came from. And as soon as I get this all cleared out, I'll have to go and explore around other locations, all that fun stuff. I'm gonna probably fill up on bark and all that other stupid stuff. Now, some suggestions that I've said multiple times that most people who've been watching know. Dynamic building would be greatly appreciated. Or more building pieces, because there's a lot of buildings I want to do that I can't do. I'm also going to be working towards getting myself whatever else you call it. Oh, if I can, I'm going to actually, while I have the chance, I don't know where I'll move it later, but for now we need to get what is you call it? We need to get stone grinder. This needs to be done because we're going to need the iron fragments from this. so that way we can start getting 2 iron fragments from 1 stone, which means we can turn the stone extractors to or the iron extractors to stone, and then we can start harvesting the stones and then simply start putting them into this, and that will generate iron faster and quicker. But that also means we got to be careful with other things. Another thing that would be nice is adjusting the temperature balance. Like I said many times, I would like to be able to see my body temperature. I would like to be able to see what is it else besides body temperature. I would like the stamina to be drained first, not health. Like I said, 90% of my damage that you see half the time is from me getting hurt from the weather. I mean, even in real life, I don't get hurt that much, and I'm an absolute wimp when it comes to cold. Like, if it gets below, like, 50 degrees, I'm freezing. Like, I need a jacket and, like, 2 layers of shirt and all that fun stuff. And even then, I ain't dying. I'm just flipping cold. That's all. And the only thing that gets affected is my stamina in real life. In other words, I move a bit slower, and have a problem focusing. I ain't sitting there dying like, help me, like what this guy does, which is annoying as hell. If the developer plans to keep the getting damaged by weather rather than draining your stamina first, they should make the bandages, the regular plain old bandages that don't do anything but stop bleeding, and they should make those heal 5 to 10 wound damage or hit points. Oh. One thing I like about this is you can range chop. Like this. I'm way out here and I'm still chopping that from over here. Oh, there we go. That's the one thing that can make this actually pretty fast too, besides this, is that you can chop from a range. So you can stand at one tree here and then start targeting another tree over here. Like, I can hit that one and then I can go for this one over here and then bam. So this is another way to use the speed chopping to, like, super speed up chopping. Is if you can find a couple trees right next to you, close enough, you can chop one, aim at the other, chop the other, aim at the other, repeat. No, I can't chop that. Because if I crouch, it takes 20 minutes for the game to load. Look, see? I just crouched. It's taking 20 minutes for this to load. I don't understand if it's because of my computer. I don't understand if it's because of the game. I don't know if it's because I have all the settings set up on max. Maybe I should turn the settings down. That might actually help with the game. I don't know. All I know is, as you can see here, it's still... Oh, you... Sheef. Oh, Shibo. Alright, let's see if we can squeeze underneath here, because I'd really like to get rid of that. I don't want a stupid plant right there in the middle of everything. Otherwise, I might have to enter free build mode and then go and tear that up and then replace it. And I'm not seeing a way to get in there. Yeah, dang it. I don't think I'm low enough to squeeze. Oh. Dang it. I thought I thought I could do it. Nope. Great. All right, another 20 minutes for this to load through. Yay. And I'm gonna have to go to free build, tear up that foundation, and replace it. Although technically I could tear it up and rebuild it as is because I mean all these logs, but I don't think I should have to punish myself for generating noise for something I didn't do. And I will say I actually will. I'm assuming these will stay for a while. I'm assuming. I hope. So we're gonna go and chop down some more trees, clean out some more of the area. Yes, we need to get rid of these here. And here. We need to get rid of this here. We can get rid of this one here. I'll probably keep that one. I'll probably keep these here. I'll get rid of this one because there's gonna be my roof here. I'll get rid of this one. And that flew quite the distance. This one definitely needs to go. Like the reason why I want to get the stone extractor and all that going is, yes, I know it's gonna make noise, is because, well, I need the defense. I've already had some issues, like with my barn over here. It got destroyed. I had to reload the game. Interestingly enough, even though I reloaded the game, the foundations were still gone. So I still had to rebuild the foundations. Thankfully, I did not have to rebuild the barn. So I'm happy on that part. I don't think the animals want a tree. That's like in the perfect spot that I have to. Here we go. What? There. That was amusing. I just watched the trees go down and shoo out the side. Oops. Oh, okay. I was about to go oops, as in I think I just hurt myself. We need to get rid of this. Any other trees in here? I don't think so. A lot of this is just, like I said, clean up, get rid of stuff, clean stuff out of the way, this, that. That's out of the way. Thankfully Mike's generating, spoiled food for me. I am gonna have to start increasing melons because I've got to get ready to start increasing my health and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about deleting that for when I got up there. Oops. Oh well. Alright. We need to, some of these trees I'm tempted to get rid of, and some of them I'm tempted to keep. You know what? We'll get rid of this one. We'll get rid of this one. We'll leave that one alone. We'll get rid of this one. And this one. Chances are Mike's going to get rid of some of these later on. But for now, selective tree cutting. Because I like where some of these trees are. And you flip nuggets. I really hate that. Oh, nice. Look at that. I'm growing a tree. I'm growing a couple trees. There we go. Some of those logs are scary as hell. Alright, so most of this has been cleaned out over here and over there. So the biggest issue I have next is going to be my roads that I've started or have going over here. We're going to clean this all out. We're going to have to come back through and delete or mine out any rocks, which if I'm gonna mine out the rocks, I'm gonna put them in the stone not extractor, but grinder. And I am gonna get ready for an attack, but that's gonna be in a little bit. That I think the next episode, I'll do like I said. I'll do the test, run with the boxes, and then I'll go and start building whatever you call it, barbed wire fences. That's what it was. And then from there, we'll also throw in a couple other items and all that fun stuff. Like spikes. And originally, you want to put you still want to put the spikes behind the barbed wire. So you have the barbed wire, then you have the spikes poking just out of the barbed wire. And the reason why you do that is because, well, actually, there's no real reason other than when the boss attacks the barbed wire and the spikes and he damages both, he's actually getting hurt by the barbed wires, which means your spiked fences will last longer. It might not seem like it, but they will, because if you just have the spikes, they don't get hurt by the spikes and they just tear right through those. And then you either costs a lot, or you have to just pretty much rebuild. Or it costs a lot, or you gotta repair it. That's what I mean. I'm gonna try and get this all cleared out. And then I'm gonna, once we get most of this done, the reason why I want to get defenses so much now is because the oil pump. My personal opinion, as I suggested once before, when you're using everything that generates noise, pollution, light pollution, pollution, you should be allowed to have one of each item, and it takes 5 game days for that to generate an attack. Now, if you want to generate or use more than one of each item, then you can generate an attack sooner. So instead of being 5 days, it's 2 days or 2.5 days instead. In other words, you're risking attacks sooner because you're wanting to do more. And holy mother flip, I've got so much plant fiber. Plant fiber doesn't really have a use other than, well, it does, but doesn't. And most of the time, you're gonna gain more plant fiber than you can use. Bark chips have a huge use, and you're gonna want as much of that as possible. But if you're out looting, you don't actually need as much as you think. It depends on your playstyle. If you want to go loot and everything, you don't need a lot. But if you loot or don't loot and you just build everything yourself, then you're gonna need a lot. And some of these things I hope get fixed, especially the crouch key. I don't know if it's because I have the game on such high resolution. That might be the biggest issue. Oops. And I'm still hoping for dynamic building. And I'm going to have to come through and fill these all in. I've got so much wood, it's not even funny. Oops. Alright. At some point, we're going to need to throw in stuff here for this side. We've got this side pretty well set up, ready to go. And we need to get this ready to go. And then at some point, we're going to need to start working on wiring and all that other fun stuff. So let's get the stone grinder up. Let's get that ready so we can start getting stone and all that going. And then from there, oops. Personally, I would like the noise and light levels to be toggled on right off the bat, so we don't have to come in and click on this. It just stays on, and we can then come over here and turn it off if we don't want it on. In other words, have it where we can turn it off rather than turn it on. Okay. What's it take to make one of those? It takes 100 power, which currently I have that. Oops, I don't have, I have to go down there, which is why I need to get relays. I've been producing biofuel because I haven't really been filling up my extractors, which I should start doing. As you can see, I've got plenty of plastic, plenty of electric, plenty of or not mechanical, but wires, decent amount of mechanical, although I could have more. Decent amount of oil. And all right, we're coming for I got lost or distracted. Other electrical, mechanical, iron, and planks. Okay. Well, we'll take these and these. I think we needed 20 of these. And then the planks should be down there. We'll get this set up. Whoop. And then from there, up there. And then from there, we'll start filling in the walls with logs. Might as well. Perfect. 5 planks. And what else do I have left? Electrical and mechanical. I'm going to have to see if I can try and harvest up some mechanical. That way I can actually start, I don't have to worry about getting any of using any of my iron. Yep. I don't know. Yes, I can't spell. If it's wrong, oh well, I'll probably fix it later. Like I said, I was in special ed for English or writing, basically. Effectively, that means I don't know. It basically means if it wasn't for the computer auto-correcting me, I would have such a hard time being able to, well, right, heck, I even have a hard time talking because, well, I'm kind of antisocial. And to tell you the truth, I kind of feel bad when I don't respond to people's comments, but at the same time, it's just like I get busy, I get tired, I get sleepy after working like 8 to 10 hours a day, all that fun stuff. It's like I think, oh, I'll respond to that tomorrow, and then I get off work and then I forget, and then I'm like, oops. But I still appreciate the comments. I really do hope that at some point I'll be at a point where I can at least respond better to people rather than just kind of forgetting it. I know people, either way, I absolutely enjoy it. And I do wish I could do better. I'm hoping to eventually prove myself as time goes on. I have a lot of goals, a lot of improvement that needs to be done, all kinds of other fun stuff. And I'm hoping I'll eventually achieve those. But in order to do that, I need your guys' help. And depending on how things, once I get a defense, I'll start trying to work towards iron, or not iron, but electricity. In other words, I'll put my junction box in here, in this little area. I'll put my batteries in here, and then I'll start putting relays or whatever all over the place, start having wiring go this way, that way, this way, that way, all over the place, while still trying to maintain it. And there's an insane amount of logs. Holy mother flip. I did not expect to have enough logs to basically just finish all the walls. The one thing I like about the walls is that they actually, you can pick up 3 logs, throw 3 logs in, and you're good. You don't actually have to flip and grab 4, fill it in, grab. The only ones that you have to do that with are corners and foundations. Woo! Okay. You wanted to be grabbed, so I grabbed you. I'm hoping I can add. Yeah, I definitely need to start working towards getting defense. That is definite. And I will be trying out that box defense that I showed a while ago. And I'm someone who absolutely loves to take advantage of mechanics. If I had a stupid idea that I was thinking about, which was going to be in another episode, and that was testing how far Mike would travel to fill up a box. And what I mean by that is, the pumpkin box there, and over here, I was tempted to build an out. I was tempted to move this within the range of this thing and this, and build a path here. So basically, I have a path from here to here. Have that. Set up a fridge and set up some power and set up a little base here and create a liver farm. Basically, I go over here, I kill crocodiles, I farm their liver, store it in the fridge, and then I would see whether or not Mike could transport like pumpkins or other items here. And if he could, I would move his town hall there all the way over there and just have him, or actually, I don't know if I can build a second one of those. But that was one of my ideas that I was thinking about testing. When I see a mechanic and I'm like, ooh, what can I do to screw with this? That's usually my thought process. So if you're like, why not just do this, this, or this? And it's like, I will, but why not experiment? You never know what you can discover and how you discover it. You never know what you'll come across or how you'll come across it. Like, I came across an infinity shroom, and I think I have an idea on how to generate a second one. Whether it will work or not really depends on if I have... You stupid bird. Stop it. I hate that. Where they just start pushing everything around. Dang it. Rip. Wow. That impressively flew at like the perfect distance. Here. Shoo, bird. Shoot. It's about to shoot you in the butt. Thankfully that's impressive. That is a scary arrow. It can penetrate ice. I didn't know it could penetrate that hard. Alright, we're going to continue getting this. I think I'm going to have to get a bunch of other stuff. I am going to have to hook up a bunch of fragments, or not fragments, but wires to that, which is going to be a little annoying, especially in the beginning, because it's going to be a lot of free wire. In other words, you'll see wires shooting from here to there, from there to there, over to there. At least in the beginning. Eventually, or depending on my luck or speed, I'll simply, what do you call it? Organize the place. Like if I get a bunch of iron, like if I get lucky and get a bunch of iron or something like that, then I'll be like, okay, I'll start building these instead. I will say this definitely, the fact that I had all these trees spawn in here definitely helped me out, because literally I think I've covered most of the floor logs in here. Oh yeah, there's deer. I need to get another one of those. Uh, oh, we have a couple in here. We have basically all along here, which is fine. Then we've got those up there that needs to be done. And then I think the rest of this can be basically thrown into there. I am gonna raise these up higher by another level. Then I'll probably put a ceiling over it, and then I'll probably, depending on how this goes, we'll try and figure out how to build the roof. But the roof's gonna have to be way, way later, because I've got to think about uh, how the hell I'm gonna do that. And some of these roofs are a pain to do. Plus, it's going to be expensive when it comes to clay. Like, holy flip nuggets, is clay gonna be expensive? Like, if just to show you, 10 clay, 10, they all cost 10 other than that, which is 12. And as you can see, I've got at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, at least 19 curves on this structure here. And then we've got a bazillion pieces for the roof. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of clay needed, which means I'll have to start working towards getting clay extractors. I'm hoping those do not generate noise. I'm hoping, but you never know. Alright, depending on how this goes, I might just purposely generate a bunch of noise. Actually, can we... I'll start filling in these. I plan to purposely generate a bunch of noise for the next episode. And that, in order to do that, I'll simply just turn that on or turn that on. And then you will see me go, I will save the game before I do that. And then I'll go into, what do you call it? God mode? Free build mode. And then I will place down a bazillion boxes. And the reason why I'll be doing that. Oh, you flip. I don't want that one there. I wanted it. That one's good. That one's good. That one is not. That one's good. That one is. That one is. That one is not. We're going to move this one. We're going to delete the other one and move it. This thingy. Place one right there. We're going to move this one from here. What flavor? Okay. We're gonna move this one right here. There we go. Yeah, I lost the log. Oh well, I technically gained 100 more than what I was supposed to have right at once, so it doesn't really matter. Plus, Mike's getting ready to deliver a bunch more, and I need to start cleaning up all these logs anyways. So we're gonna start filling in a lot of these railings too. And then I'll probably fill in all the planks here on the next step off camera, so you guys don't have to sit there and watch me do this all over again. If I had the time in the pretty much if I had the time, you guys would see this time lapsed the entire time. Basically, I would go from beginning to end and just time lapse this entire thing. I'm gonna finish up these last little bit of rails and call it an episode. Like I said, it was a house chore episode, going around doing this, doing that, mostly chopping down all the stupid trees that respawned, and then simply just talking to talk. There we go. So I guess if you enjoyed listening to me talk, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you guys come back for more. I will be playing more of this game, and hopefully things will be slightly more interesting as I go along. For now, we're going to get this here set up like this, and plan out some more stuff. If you want to see more of this series, make sure to check out the in-screen credits that are coming up. I will be doing more along the way, and I don't... Dang it. Anyways, I'll have to build these in order to get these. But if you want to see more, make sure to check out the in-screen credits. If you want to be added on to the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After a certain period of time, I will add you on. If you leave before I reach 1,000, though, I'll remove you off because it's for people who gave me a chance. If you want to see other games I play, just make sure to check out my channel. I do play other games in the process. And I think I'm going to get ready for the next episode and to avoid this blizzard. We'll talk about convenient. So, bye-bye, as I try not to freeze to death.